Do you know what this is? This is a VRX, an HD VRX made by Emax. And nope, it's not DJI. It is not HD0. It's also not Walksnail. This is OpenIPC, and it's a new open source HD video that you can put on your quad. So before you get too excited, this is what Emax is calling an alpha product. It's not a full-fledged release. And also, guys, this is not a review. This is just my first experiences with this product. You can see we've got a 3D printed case here. I imagine we'll have injection molded parts when we finally get this thing going. But Emax is working on this IPC HD project, and I'm pretty excited about it. I was kind of nervous. Listen, we already have HD video systems, and I don't like that they don't talk to each other, and I don't like how expensive they are. And that's actually where this thing comes into play. It's not as expensive as the other ones. And actually, I was pretty darn surprised at how good the quality was. So Emax is actually making two systems. This is the 1 watt system. It goes with a Whoop board that I have. I put here. You can kind of see it sticking out here on the bottom of this quad. And that's pretty cool, right? So we got a 100 watt VTX and a 1 watt receiver. Or you can go with an 800 milliwatt VTX and a 2 watt receiver. And this 1 watt receiver is $40. The VTX, the 100 milliwatt VTX, is $70. It's about $110 to put this whole package together. The 2 watt VRX is about $100, and the 800 milliwatt VTX is $85. So a little bit more expensive, and that's probably for something like a 5-inch quad, where I put this on a 2-inch. You can put on something probably a little bit smaller. It's about 13 grams. Now let me show you how this works, and just so you know, I actually crashed this and I wrecked the lens on my camera. So this is a replacement lens, just so you can kind of see the video quality and how this all works. But I'll show you some videos from my original flights. I didn't record them all, and I wish that I would have. I did have a video recording, a screen grab, which will kind of degrade the image a little bit, but you can still see it's pretty darn awesome. I was using the camera at 720p, 120 frames a second, which is awesome. It'll also do HD or 1080p, I think at 90 frames a second, so you have some different options. So here's how it works. You need an Android phone right now. Android phone over here. I've got my VRX connected to a power source. I use a 4S battery here, and you can see the image on my phone is pretty gosh darn clear. So I was expecting this to be lower quality HD, and I was absolutely surprised at how good it actually is. It reminded me of DJI or Walksnail. It's pretty darn good and impressive at this lower price point. Now, it does have some hangups. I'm not a big fan of staring at my phone. Actually, what you could do is get one of those, I think they call them Google glasses, basically the cardboard thing. You just stick this in your phone. They're a couple of bucks, or at least they used to be. I haven't had one in a while, but that's an option, or some people actually like looking at a screen. You have that. I think maybe in the future we'll probably get a goggle that does this. Okay, so let's take a look at the video. This actually was recorded inside the app, right? So I use the View FPV, I think it was 0.19 app, FPV View 0.19 app. There is also a Pixel Pilot app that they're working on over at OpenIPC. But yeah, you can record right on your phone. You can change things in the OSD right on your phone. It's really pretty darn nice. Now you may have to use that module to change some things, right? It ships with a module that you connect to your computer to configure certain things. So again, this is not a product for everybody. It is not a final product. This is a thing that if you are a DIY guy and you're okay doing some soldering and getting your hands dirty and trying to figure some things out, this is a good product for you. But it is awesome that we have a lower cost HD video option in the hobby. And it's awesome that a company like Emax is working to make this better. It's open source. This is going to get better. Is it perfect? No. Is it pretty good? Yes. It is nice, again, to have options, and this is only going to get better from here. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Okay, so is this a product for everybody? The answer to that is absolutely not. This is a project for the DIY king, for the weekend tinker, for somebody that is okay with trying to figure stuff out. It's really cool. I love that it's open source. I love that Emax jumped on board this product and is trying to push this industry forward. There's a lot of good here, and I think a lot of good is going to come out of it, but it's not for everybody. And there's only a limited number of these things that Emax is making. So if you want one of these things, you're going to have to jump on that. Also, I don't have all the answers. This, again, not a review. These are just my first experiences, which right now has been limited because I happened to crash and ruin my camera. So I'm going to have to work on that. But there's a lot of potential here, and I see this moving forward, right? You got an Android phone, you put an app on it, you connect it, spend $110, and you can put this thing on a Whoop. That's really cool, if you ask me. Hey, if you have questions, throw them down below. I probably don't have answers, but I'll ask Emax. I bet you they do. And yes, I'll throw a link down there, and it will be an affiliate link, so I get a little commission. Help support this channel. Hopefully this was helpful. Good luck, everyone. Happy flying.